Hi, good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is Engelgeist. My name is Daniel. For those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me on Patreon, thank you so very, very much. I appreciate each and every one of your subscriptions. You guys help to keep this content sort of free and available to others. For those of you that book private readings, I appreciate you too. You also help keep the business going. So today is the daily forecast. This is something that I do daily. I pre-tape it so that it's released early on Patreon the day before. That it actually goes onto my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in supporting me in that way and seeing the daily forecast early, you can go over there and choose a level of support, a subscription level, and subscribe at Engelgeist333. You can also follow me at the same name on Instagram if you'd like, at Engelgeist333. What else? If you want to support just the videos, please like, share, comment, subscribe, let people know about me. That's always a huge help. If you do subscribe or like the Facebook business page or the YouTube channel, please hit the notification bell so you get notified when I do live events. I do live free card pulls and charm events and things like that. So that'll let you know when I'm online and you can interact with me. Beyond that, this is the sort of daily forecast for Thursday, March 5th of 2020. Now this is a timeless message. I believe Spirit has a way of getting the message to the right person at the right time. If you're watching this on Thursday, March 5th, it applies to you for Thursday, March 5th. But if it comes back up in, say, your autoplay and you're watching it again at a different date, or you're newly seeing it at a different date, stay with the video and just see if the message makes sense for you, if it applies to your life. This is a message for the greater collective, for the highest good. It's an opportunity for me to reach as many people as possible. Hopefully, this is, consider it like your energetic or spiritual weather report for the day. So what do we need to be focused on is what I'm asking as I'm shuffling these cards. Another way you can support the channel is in the description boxes of all of my videos. There's usually Amazon affiliate links. If you like any of the decks that I utilize, feel free to use those links. If you purchase them through Amazon, you'll end up giving me a small percentage of your sale, which helps to also support the channel. So just keeping that in mind. Let's get into the energy of today and see what we've got going on. Oh wow, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so I like this right out of the gate. Another eye hiding. It's funny, yesterday's, I don't know if you guys watched yesterday's forecast, but I sort of felt like that circle behind those 8 wands was like sort of us hiding behind maybe spiritual protection, kind of trying to take everything in. This is also, it has a very similar design to it. It has this eye hiding behind these 4 cups. Now the 4 cups represents the element of water, the emotions, right? So today might be a little bit of a day where we are visiting our emotions. We might be feeling that that sort of emotional, I don't know, stuff coming up, let's say, right? But what I do want to say is that 4s represent sort of the stability aspect of the court, not court cards, the, I can't think of the name of them, but the numbered cards. To me, 4s always represent sort of finding or gaining stability in a certain aspect or area that we want. And so I think of like 4 legs on a table, I always say that. So to me, this feels like we might be feeling nostalgic today. We might be feeling, reflecting back on some things that maybe bring us stir up a little bit of sadness or discomfort in our day. But what I do want to say is that we're doing it in an effort to sort of gain that emotional stability. We're doing it in an effort to sort of shift our energy, is what I feel like. I feel like this card says to me that we are actually moving towards a better feeling, more stable feeling, sense of well-being that we kind of need right now. I know that, like, with some of you guys, we've been having a hard time. I've been getting a lot of confirmation from my regular viewers about how the cards are really resonating, and I think that that's great, but we also want to make sure that we're not necessarily staying stuck in the fact that, oh, this is so miserable, right? And so yesterday I kind of called that out a little bit to some of my viewers in a way like, let's have fun, let's shift the energy. And to me, this feels like the actual energy shifting amongst the collective, right? So if you find yourselves being, and also I have to say this too, as we're in this, um, uh, as I'm doing this reading, we're in the midst of a Mercury retrograde in this sign of Pisces. So this sort of watery, emotional card of the Four of Cups would make sense. We're in the tail end, like final week of this, final last 5 days of this retrograde, and it's been hard for some of us. So this to me feels like things are beginning to stabilize emotionally. We're starting to come out of the retrograde. We're starting to, purge. We've been doing the purge, right? Because that's what retrogrades are for. We've been doing the purge of some of our stuff, and this is sort of to me, it feels like the finalization of that, the last looks, kind of, not to quote Project Runway, but this is sort of the last looks at the things that maybe we need to kind of clear out and let go of, so that we can move forward with a fresher and more stable perspective emotionally into the rest of March and into the rest of the year. So I like this card. I like that it's here today. I think that it's bringing about, we need to remember we had that King of Pentacles in the center on Sunday, and I don't think we've lost sight of him. I feel like his energy is underneath this Four of Cups, right? So his strong, sort of generous, earthy, settled, determined kind of energy, to me, that also is giving us the support and hopefully the grounding so that we can address our emotions with this Four of Cups, so that we can kind of stabilize and really get beyond whatever's been holding us back, be it fear, sadness, it could be frustration or anger, but whatever it is, I feel like being dealt with and looked at on today's, whenever you're watching this video, right? So today, whoever's watching this, no matter what the date, because this is timeless, I want you to know that today would be a good day to kind of touch base with your emotions, touch base with sort of where am I at, how am I feeling, what is coming up for me? Is it memories? Is it other things other people said? Because we need to remember that those things that other people say or their perceptions of us are none of our business, right? They don't necessarily warrant our attention even. But sometimes we will take something into our space or into our belief system because it's directed at us from somebody that we think we're supposed to allow in, right? It could be a family member, it could be a loved one, it could be a significant other that throws something at us that we don't even realize, is judgmental, and we kind of take it in and go, is that me? Well, the minute we question that, and we sort of bring it in, we're kind of in acceptance to it on an energetic level. We bring that into our reality and we start to maybe live from that place. This Four of Cups to me feels like we're looking at some of those things and releasing them, letting them go and stabilizing ourselves. So this is actually an empowering card to me, I feel like. So enjoy this energy and utilize it to the best of your ability. Let's see what the Work Your Light deck has to say from Gabby Bernstein. Oh wow, interesting with the Cups energy. I honor how I want to feel. So, this is about these two cards together, and it's interesting to me how these colors are playing off of one another. Do you guys see that? That's really sort of strange. These gray colors and the blues, even though there's not blues here, they almost seem like these colors are kind of these cards to me appear a little bit color coordinated, or it's a nice color story. I honor how I want to feel. The Four of Cups is all about the feels, right? Looking into our feels, our emotions, what we are feeling, all of these tears dripping down, and there's sparkle of the stars here says that there's light here, there's knowledge, there's intelligence to be gained from touching base with our feelings. And today, I honor how I want to feel speaks directly to that. Again, we have stars here if we look at this card too. So this is the day to get into what is it that we're feeling, because underneath our mind, our thoughts, is our feelings, our emotions, and that sort of connects our mind and our body and spirit together. It's how the three sort of components kind of communicate back and forth, I believe, through the emotions. And if we're not touching base with our emotions, we're doing ourselves a disservice. Today, whenever you're watching this video, is a day to sort of get into those feelings. Really explore them, honor them, allow them to be what they are without any judgment. When you do that, you kind of are able to create the stability that I see in this Four of Cups. It's this sort of acceptance that takes place within our emotional body that allows us to sort of stabilize, and then we can move forward and be more prosperous, create more abundance, and also be just overall more aware of what it is we are creating and take responsibility for that, if that makes sense. Now, here's the grounding stone for this morning. This is desire, which is interesting to me. It's on white marble, which is a very strong stone. I would say, like, to ground in, again, desire is about our feelings. What do we want? What do we desire? Do we desire a significant other? Do we desire a better job? Do we desire, you know, and also, like, look at our desire. Are we struggling with that? Like, is it something that brings us pain? Because if we're bringing it with pain, if we're like leading it with pain, like, oh, I really want that, I wish, oh, I wish that was, then we're probably kind of putting that away from ourselves, further away from ourselves, right? Versus relaxing, honoring how we feel, honoring our emotions, and kind of bringing in that desire from a more empowered place of this is what I want and this is why I want it. Getting really clear on that. And to get clear on that, you have to look at everything emotionally, look at your emotions and what's going on underneath the surface, and stabilize it and honor what is going on. You stabilize it by honoring what is going on, not running from it, not avoiding it, not pretending like it's not there. And from there, you're able to sort of clean up your desire. And your desire is really the sort of the emanation that you're putting out that brings in the creation that you want, right? But if we're desiring something from a place of sort of worry or fear or sadness or upset, oh, I wish I had that, I don't have that, and it's sort of like a wailing and gnashing of teeth, then you're probably not going to create that. You're just going to create more upset. So today is a day to sort of like look at those things and honor them, but get clear on them and start to ground in your desires in a much more empowered and strong, kind of pure way. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you guys. I hope this resonates. If it does, please leave me a like, a comment, a share, a subscribe. And I will be back tomorrow with the forecast. Again, I want to say this. We have that temperance card at the end of this week. So I think that we're headed to a very balanced and peaceful place. But we might have to go through a little bit of, emotional sort of, not upheaval. I don't feel upheaval with this. I feel like it's kind of like a quiet visit that we need to take time with ourselves and honor what's going on. And when we do that, we're going to feel a lot better. All right, so that is your forecast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And again, thank you for all your support. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.